fake carbon fiber. What's better than one fake carbon fiber exhaust than having two of them? Oh my god. I'm just being a bit of a goof. I'm just gonna swap this pipe out here in just a second. It's like we always do this, but I do need to go pick up a little bit of oil for the FZ-07. It seems like I ride it a lot, but it's really just barely clicked over 1,000 miles. So I'm gonna change it to just full synthetic now, new filter, pretty much just gonna be on a normal oil change thing from there on out. I figured I'm pretty much all done with braking. And these are prescription sunglasses. I'm not just wearing them to be cool. I don't feel like going in my other glasses. Don't worry about it. Part of when I was out at the Husqvarna 701 thing, I ended up stopping by the Two Bros exhaust place, and I actually watched them put some of these cans together. I got to watch them laser etch this. This is just like the normal carbon. I've got that like sort of checkered pattern carbon, which I think looks kind of cooler, but they wanted me to test this out. It's actually a new type of carbon they're thinking about using. It's real carbon. This said, throw this on your bike, ride it around, see how it holds up, make sure like, you know, the resin and everything is good. It's the same baffle, same magnesium end caps as my other one. A lot of people, what they do is they do a steel can. They just do a single layer of carbon on top so it looks carbon. But one way you can tell is when this thing gets running, these pipes, they actually don't get 1,000,000 degrees. This carbon's only ever like lukewarm at most. Clearances seem okay. It's always tight on this bike, I've noticed. Over here, it looks good. Let's go wash off all the fingerprints on it.
And here we are. The new Two Bros exhaust. Sound any different? Dun, 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 dun. Not really. Sounds just like the other one. I think the other one had a little bit more bark to it, but usually exhaust in my experience gets slightly louder once it's been ran for a little bit, you know? Like it's got like a slight couple 100-mile braking time. But actually this is the next day, because guess what happened? I went out and tried to make videos and this happened. Times in a row, back to back, all the different parts of California. Yep, just complete crap. I went out and rode with Llama.
Hey bro, you wanna go cool off in the water? Oh yeah man, that sounds like a great idea. Let's go do that real quick. Yeah, let's just go stick our head in the water. That'd be great. Oh yeah man, let's get our head in the water there. Oh, here it comes. Yo, that was so nice. Alright. Let's get out of here because it's kind of creepy. We're a bunch of adults. Yeah, it's a good idea, man. Let's get out of here.
I also went up to Maxim and picked up some oil, changed oil on the bike, and I talked to him about doing a third ride Saturday thing because we haven't done one of those in forever because I've been out of town like the last 2 of them, so it's been like coming up on 3 months. So we're gonna do one. Put up a video, right? Need help or something was called. Basically the day before he made that video, I want to say, or something like that, he called me up and we had like kind of a very similar conversation to what he had in that video and just kind of was talking about some stuff on his mind. Dan's basically saying that maybe his heart's not into necessarily making motorcycle content videos anymore. Not that he wants to quit bikes altogether, but maybe he wants to like incorporate some other main themes into the channels and make motorcycles kind of a sidebar. Initially what I assumed would happen, and even he thought too, is there'd be a lot of people going, it's alright Dan, you could do whatever, I always love watching you. And because people like to say that, and he even says in his videos, he's like, that doesn't necessarily, you know, it doesn't hold true, and I know exactly what he's talking about. Man, the comments went a direction I wasn't expecting. Baby goats! I'm going back to look at those guys. Baby freaking goats, dude. I gotta go check out some baby goats. Summer Critter Camp. Register now. Take my little girl over here. No, they got little, they're not kangaroos. What are they called? Wallabies or whatever? Dude, this place is so cool. So Dan's basically asking like to see what people would think about him doing other types of videos, and the response, it was just completely depressing. People were basically telling him like, no Dan, this is a motorcycle channel, that's what you made the videos about. That's what this video is supposed to be about. That's why I subscribed, and I'm not going to watch if you're not doing motorcycle stuff. Dan's basically asking permission to go into like a different creative direction and something that his heart would be more into, and people are like, no, do the shit you've been doing. Ride motorcycles. Don't care if your heart's into it or not, pretty much. Is, you know, I'm being a little harsh, I'm saying, and nobody said these exact things, but that's basically it. It really made me think about where I'm going and what I'm doing with this channel. Kind of a bit of advice I gave to him. I kind of feel like I should say to anybody who's watching this, who's interested in doing stuff on YouTube. I think as a creator, you got to make a decision over, why are you into this? What are you doing? I'm doing this cool thing right now where I basically get to turn what I think is fun to do into a career, at least for the time being. Act like a hooligan on a supermoto. When I started doing YouTube, nobody else was doing that. Now there's more people than you can count. A lot of them have better editing styles than me, have better skill set on the bike, have better motorcycles, so on and so forth, to the point it's like, I'm not going to sit there and bend my ass over backwards to try to compete with these people, if you will. Like, I'm going to make motard videos when I want to, and I'm going to make all kinds of other videos in the time being as well. Like, I guess, you know, people will say, oh yeah, but you've changed over the years, but that's because I've literally changed over the years. It's not necessarily that I was like in an intentional drive to change the YouTube channel to be more about one thing or another. I'm doing what I like to do, and you're seeing that reflected through my videos. Pretty much, if it involves, and I hate saying this because it always sounds just like a corny, weird thing to say, but anything that's kind of outdoorsy that I enjoy doing is kind of what I figure belongs on the channel. And the reason I hate saying that is because I hate when someone's like, oh, I'm very outdoorsy. I love the outdoors. Yes. Look at me. I feel like it's like a weird bragging thing that people say, and it's like, dude, you're not that unique, okay? I'm pretty sure most people like being outside and being outdoors. Don't you? People like to sit on their phones indoors all day. That's just because they don't know about other cool things to do. Oh, it's got wheel spin right there. It's so slick, dude. Oh yeah, your foot's like on ice skates right here. I've always decided, you know, if I'm having fun in a video and you hear me giggling like a little girl, I always figure that's going to be a good video, because I feel like that's me showing either some kind of passion or some kind of, you know, emotion. Dan over there asking permission to do other things, asking permission, you know, to get into different realms, to try different things out, to have sort of a creative openness that lets him do different things, and basically get shut down for it. Where I'm over there saying, I'm not even going to ask permission, and I never have. This channel's gone, you know, at least with different motorbikes and different things in different ways, and now we're going into this paramotor thing, which I'm super fucking stoked about, this whole flying thing. And yeah, the videos, like at least the current, they're not doing as well as a motard video. And if my only goal is just to make badass supermoto videos, then that's all I'd make. I get bored of that, dude. I want to have fun. That would defeat the purpose of this if I only ever focused on that. Because I think as far as experiences in life and things go, I want to experience many things. I want to try out many different forms of fun, if you will. Sorry for lack of a better word. Like, what am I passionate about? And then that's what's going to translate. That's a good way to say it, I think. Anyway, that's what's going to make the videos. If it doesn't work, then oh well. Anyway, I thought I'd have a little bit of fun here. So what I've got here on me right here is 2 Jake the Garden Snake red stickers right here. There's 2 of them in there. You can get them on motoloot.com. And I had this funny idea that I would hide these out here somewhere. But I want to hide them, and I want to put it on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, maybe you'll be able to find these. I think that'd be fun. I'm going to start doing silly things like that sometimes. All right, done. We did that with Dan's prop when he broke his prop on the training. Oh shit, I guess I'm giving some stuff away there. But follow Instagram. You're always a little bit ahead anyway of what's usually going on, whether it's by a few hours or a few weeks. God, sometimes even a few months. Parked on the wrong side, facing the wrong way down the road. There's a police station right there. I'm going to jail. What do you guys think about variety, by the way, though, since I never really asked about that? I mean, like, I've always thought more variety the better, you know? Like, the more I'm showing me being into different things, the more, like, fun that would be for the viewers. But like I said, historically, I seem to be wrong about that. Traveling and going on trips and riding with other people and all this other stuff that I usually think, you know, will be this great experience for the channel, usually never pans out that way. And in fact, some of those are like the least, you know, if I'm looking at profit made, least profitable videos, like going to California last year. Like it was a great time. Those videos tanked, dude. Oh, because you're on a cruiser, Jake. I don't really like watching you on a cruiser. It's like people like subscribe to the channel for supermoto only content or Grom only content or FZ or whatever, you know. And it's depressing, but like I said, I'm not gonna let that determine what content I make or I don't make. And I'm just gonna, you know, right here, look at the sun coming out. Hey, mate, It's a beautiful freaking day, eh? Like, I don't go to Australia enough in my videos anymore. You know, like, I used to go to Australia all the time, right? Someone's got to bring Leadpin back, and if it's got to be me, I'm just going to be Leadpin. Like, you know, like, I can do it. I don't care. This is where I used to practice wheelies on the Grom, eh? To sit here in this parking lot just shooting back and forth, ripping wheelies, and no one really cares. Like, you start ripping wheelies on this bike, they're gonna call the police. But when you're doing it on a mini bike, it's like a completely different attitude about the whole thing. Nobody gives a shit. I want to make videos and say what's up to you guys sometimes. I feel distanced and like our relationship is strained at times. And I've been in and out of town so much. Sorry for the irregularness of the uploads. And if you want to get a Two Bros exhaust for your bike, hit up Danny and get you one of them Jake the Garden Snake editions. And you might say, Jake, but they don't make a pipe for my bike up at Two Bros. Well, you know, if you measure the outside diameter and hit up Danny, sometimes they can work something out with a clamp over system. You just gotta cut it. We used to do that all the time back in the day. You guys stay classy or something or whatever. Actually, thanks a lot for watching and goodbye.
Det sier jo kaffe, det.